Hi, welcome back to AutoReview and a new episode of Bike Review, and I believe it's going to be the last one for this season because you see it's getting colder. We have it 12 degrees outside and winter is coming. So, last but not least for this year, I wanted to present you the 2017 Honda MSX125, or Grom as it is known around the world as well. And the one thing particular about this bike is that it's mine. Yes, this is my bike. I do own a X-Max 250 Yamaha scooter and this 125 just for fun. So let me tell you what I think about it and all the facts. So, let's start with the price. In Switzerland, this bike costs 3,940 Swiss francs. However, there is a Swiss bonus price of 3,620 Swiss francs. Brand new, which is actually quite well affordable, I'd say, in the world of bikes. We have a one-cylinder engine producing 9.78 horsepower, whopping 9.78 horsepower at 7,000 RPM, and a maximum torque of 10.7 Newton meters at 5,500 RPM. Top speed is anywhere around 100 kilometers an hour. You can't really tell because me, as being a big heavy guy, obviously I'm not going to be able to drive as fast as, for example, if you are 60 kg. So, more facts. What I really love about this bike is how light it is and how easy it is to throw in the corner and go around corners and so on. So, dry weight for this bike is 101.7 kilograms, which is actually less than me. Yeah, I weigh more than my bike. With a 5.5 liter fuel tank, which you think sounds very small. However, I managed the lowest 1.89 liters per 100 kilometers. So you can go with this 5.5 liter fuel tank more than 200 kilometers with no problems. Yeah, even if you're gonna drive it sporty and rev it under the end and drive VMAX, no issue. You're gonna be able to achieve around 200 kilometers on one fuel tank. We have a 220mm single disc brake in the front with ABS and a single 190mm disc brake in the rear. However, no ABS in the rear, so you can power slide with this bike if you would like to do so. So you can block the wheel by basically putting the brakes a bit harder. Tires are 12-inch scooter tires, which means they are easy to find, very affordable replacement tires. These ones are actually okay, however there are some third-party tires or basically aftermarket tires that are even better in grip and they cost around 80 euro or something like that, 80-90 euro. Then, what I really love is the look of the bike. I chose this particular color. There were 4 colors available, a red one, a white one, a black one, and this lime yellow one, but I really like this lime yellow one because it looks so amazing. Obviously, you're going to be seen on the road much better as well, if you're on a small bike. Another thing that is really good, now it's going to get loud, is actually the front LED light. Yes, it comes with not LED daylight, it comes with the LED front light, and the light is amazing, it's really good. If you've seen some of my recent videos, you've seen that I tested bikes which cost, well, nearly 10 times the price of the Grom, and they don't come with the LED front light, which is a shame. Now, we have a digital cockpit that tells you trip a clock, a digital speedo, a digital RPM gauge. We do have a gear gauge, however it only shows neutral, and we have as well one that tells you obviously the fuel level in 6 steps. You can adjust a few things, but not too much, but I think it's actually very easy to read as well in the night. It's kind of white illuminated, which is good. My criticizing points on this bike are the mirrors, which are way too small and they are way too narrow together. So basically when I drive, I'm a super wide guy, I pretty much see half my body in the mirrors. So I have to do like this to actually see something. Other than that, it's so fun to drive. The first time you drive a Grom or MSX125, I kid you not, you're gonna smile and grin and you're gonna have so much fun on this bike. That's it for the facts. Let's hop on the road and I'll tell you what I think about it while driving. Enjoy! Okay, so let's drive my little Grom here and tell you what I think about it. And I owned it now for, I think, 3 months, something like that. I wanted to drive much more, but you know, I've tested so many cars and bikes and didn't really have time. And obviously, the weather is not always good as well. So, the best thing about the Grom is the way it makes you smile and have fun with this thing, because it's so light. Yes, if you're a big guy like me, or if you're older, people will think, okay, what's wrong with this person? what's wrong with this guy? Why is he driving such a small, tiny bike? But when you can do like this, you know, and there's no effort to actually, you know, throw it into the corner. It's so much fun, you know. It's so light. It's so easy to control, you know. Let's just check the brakes. There's no one behind me. Good. Very good. And as I mentioned, you have ABS in the front, but in the rear, you can do like that. And have fun with it. So, different than my usual route, which is the Bucht, we're gonna drive towards Lauterbrunnen. And, well, how about not? Because I see there's already traffic jam, and I have no intentions to stay in traffic. So I'll show you the top speed. Okay. Let's go. I can't show you more. Okay, lean down. Come on, 100! No, going up the hill, no chance. So, you see, you have fun by being slow. Nothing else you can do about it. But again, most of the time 80 is enough. And because it's a 125cc, you're allowed to drive on the highways. And if you drive a scooter 50, you're not allowed to drive on this highway, or on highways. And therefore you have to take the slow routes, you know, which is, well, if you want to use it a bit more practical, right? You can go on the highway. Is it safe? Well, as safe as on any other bike, you know. That's why I chose a bright yellow color. So people can see me. But I mean, you're not really like blocking traffic or anything like that. If you go up the hill, that's a different story. You're not gonna be super fast up the hill. But other than that, it's fine, it's good. Now, why would you choose this versus a scooter? Now, as an example, you can get a 110cc Honda Vision, I think for 2,600, 2,800, depends on, you know, how you bargain. And this is 1,000 more, but it's much more fun to drive as well. If you just need it for commuting, you're not gonna get a Grom, you're gonna get a scooter. You know, you can put the feet straight and have some luggage compartment even. But if you want to have fun, this is the most fun I had in really a long time. Yes, powerful bikes are different fun. And look, I accelerate full throttle and it's nothing to worry about that it's gonna spin out of control or you're gonna pull a wheelie and the bike will fly off, so you don't have to worry about this. This is a really cool starter bike, second bike. Would I own this as my first bike or only bike? Most probably not. Yeah, because that's a difference. If you're 16, it's fun, it's great. But again, what I mentioned is, this is not the bike where you're gonna get a lot of girls when you're 16, you drive to school. You're not gonna get a lot of looks. You're gonna get looks, but for different reason. You're gonna be like, what's wrong with this guy? But you're not gonna get looks in the sense of, okay, ooh, I would like to go out with this guy when you're a girl. So don't think about that. This is a fun toy, cool to drive. And for example, if you're maybe my age or even older and you have an RV, people who have bigger RVs usually take some kind of two-wheeler towards where they're going, you know, and you see that on the back of the campers usually. So they are mobile where they are going, you know, and usually it's a scooter, but this would be an alternative. It's very small. I'm gonna show you a picture of my scooter next to the Grom or the MSX125, and you're gonna see the difference in size. And again, it's just so much fun, you know, and it's so easy to maneuver, you know. It's very easy to move it around even, and I don't know, it's really a lot of fun. Now today is one of the last days of good weather, because tomorrow is supposed to rain again, and as you can see on top in the mountains we have already snow. And what I mentioned as well is the light. You can see the light reflecting in the Tiguan, and the light is really good. Yeah, it's really bright in the night. It's nice, white, bluish, more into white. So, and it looks really cool. So it's even better for you to be seen as well. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's just a lot of fun to ride this bike, and it's very affordable as well. You know. Now this guy is losing water. Not good. Now price, I mentioned at the moment 3,620 Swiss francs. Maybe you can bargain, even depends on which model year you buy. However, I do recommend you get this one versus the older one with the round headlight, because this one has ABS in the front, as I mentioned. ABS you should not underestimate. It's really makes everything much safer. We're gonna go right. It's much safer with ABS. You can read the dials very easily, even in night. It's like a kind of blue whitish illumination. And if, for example, what I do, because I mentioned to you, when I drive longer, 30-40 kilometers in one go, my back starts to hurt. Not my back, my butt. You know. So what you can do, you can just slide on the passenger seat and then lean a little bit backwards, and then you have a bit more versatility in regards to, you know, resting your legs, resting your butt, and so on and so on. Other than that, I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, it's so much fun to drive. I'm still gonna go in the bay now, in the Bucht, just to show you how it is compared, so you can watch the other videos. The BMW G310 R, the GS, the K1600 Bobber, and all the other bikes I drove, the KTM, and just compare, because it's pretty much my kind of test track here. The only thing is you can't adjust the clutch, you can't adjust the brake levers, so clutch comes pretty late, as you can see. Would be nice if I could adjust this light. And one thing that's a little bit weird for me, because on this one the blinker is on the bottom and the horn is in the middle. On my Yamaha it's exactly the opposite way around. So every time I switch between the two, I always horn or blink instead of doing what I wanted to do. But that's a little thing. So obviously if you have one bike and maybe your bike is exactly the same way, you don't have to worry about it. It's so much fun, and people look at you as well sometimes, you know. If they're interested in bikes, they all really like it. And it's still better than that guy who has to pedal or push. Now, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna switch back in a second, and then you're gonna be in the bay where I'm gonna drive, and you're gonna listen to the sound as well. And thank you very much, Moto-Center Thun, for actually showing me this bike there, because they had it. And please check all the other videos as well on the top right. Check the link below, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.